Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, and welcome back to Geiselsberg with Seasons. It is the first day of autumn. We skipped ahead just a couple of days, and we did, where to begin? Let's start with the map. That's always a good place to start. So our corn, our maize, we're really just up here. Our maize is still green, right? That's it right there. It's green, but I believe we can harvest in this last green stage if we're harvesting for silage. We don't need to let it go to gold. And if we go back here and turn our grass on, our grass is first harvest stage. All of our grass, our big meadow here. All right, so we can get something out of it this year. I did get all the bunkers empty. We were sitting on about 250,000 euro, and I have leased some equipment. Oh, and we've also got our triticale going down here. I brought all our triticale in, and I've got our MB track seeding wheat. And the reason it's doing that is, well, I can show you. When we go to our crop rotation planner, I want to do canola next time. And a good way to get this 120% yield from canola is to have wheat in between. Now, we could go, actually, fallow or nothing, and we'd still have 120%. But I figured if we do this, then we've got the wheat to sell as well. And this is going to sound like totally backwards logic, but with our silage going the way it is right now, our money problems are sort of over. So we have a little bit more flexibility. So that's what's going on there. Now, I've got an animal trailer. I leased the trailer and the truck. We're going to buy some more cows today. I did realize last episode that our beef cattle will not reproduce. They're all male. So the way that the model for this works in seasons is you buy, it's a feed operation, basically, a fattening operation. So you buy little cows, you make them into big cows and sell them, and the cows that we have down there are just about ready to sell. They're right around 700 kilo, and I think that's a good weight to sell them at. So we're going to buy some beef cattle here, skinny. We're going to take them down there and sell them. The MB track is working. And then we're going to try to bring in some corn for silage. That is the goal. We'll see how it all works out. What are we looking for? We're looking for the limousine. That's what we're buying. So we want 14 of these. I think we can just do this. I can't really keep count, but we'll just do this till it says we're full. Livestock trailer is full. Confirm. Beautiful. Brake is off. Let's get rid of this. And I will probably knock down the sign pulling out of this a lot. You know how that goes. It's a tight map. So, what's the other thing we want to... Let's open this up. Let's open that up. There we go. A little airflow for our critters. So, yeah, it's... I did an Ellerbach episode. And it did well. I mean, it got some views, relative. I don't know, small channel. When I say it did well, I'm not talking about like hundreds of thousands, but for a farm video, it did all right for my channel. Yeah, this poor sign right here, every time. Doink. Sorry, buddy. But I didn't get any feedback, and I'm not mad or anything when I say that. I'm not, it's not like that. But I'm not sure if you want to continue with this map or if you want to try Ellerbach. I like this map. I'm enjoying it, and we still have plenty of things to do. But we would have plenty of things to do on Ellerbach as well. So you let me know how you want to handle that, because either one is okay with me. But I am, I guess with silage now that we've sort of turned the corner on that, and particularly how this maize harvest comes in, if it's like 3x the density that we were getting from grass per hectare, that's a lot of silage. And I think at that point, like I said, I mean, if we let our grass mature to second growth stage, second harvest stage, I always mix those up. But if we do that this fall, we'll make another 300 to 400,000 from grass. We'll make 300 to 400,000 from maize, right? And then we'll just do the same thing next year. And it's like our arable crops almost don't even matter. We made 70,000 from triticale, and we had to rent some equipment to do it, so our net was probably 40 or 50, once we subtract the cost of seed. Now, we don't have to buy fertilizer ever. So that's no longer a consideration. But I feel like, as always with Farming Simulator, I feel like silage it's just the best way to make money. I feel like silage and logging, it's too easy to get to both of them. If it were harder, you know what I mean? If you had to sort of work your way up a little bit more to get to the point where you could make money that quickly, I would think that was a-okay. But that you can just rent a trailer, buy a chainsaw, and start making 100,000 euro a day, more or less from day one, I think it's not, I don't know. It's not something that I feel like the developers absolutely need to nerf straight away. But I do feel like sometimes this game is a little bit too, it's, I don't know, not too easy. That's not the word I'm looking for, but yeah, it's early. It's a Monday. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Now, having said that, past few episodes, I was actually kind of concerned about our ability to make money, but once we turned the corner on silage, all those worries sort of disappeared. And at this point, we're just silage farmers, more or less. And we could phase that out. We could swap those fields over to arable. We could do a lot of things. And I'm going to look over here on the left and see how our MB track is doing. This MB track, as much as I love this mod, it really does, the physics are not necessarily the best. I don't even know where it is. Yeah, I think it has not even made it up the hill. I cut in the headlands manually. Oh no, it's moving. It's doing all right. I cut in the headlands manually because this field, for some reason, Courseplay won't even see field 45. I have no idea why. So I did cut in the headlands and just put it on a dumb worker. I would have preferred to have it on Courseplay, but regardless, it really struggles to get up the hill, and when you're driving it manually, it crabs a lot with a seeder or a planter on it. Not the end of the world. It's just, I love that mod so much. I know there's a ton of MB tracks, but that particular MB track I really, really like, and it just fights me like every step of the way. So, what can you do? But yeah, it's, I don't think it will take very long for us to make a lot of money now. And that's the same thing that happened when we were on this map in our first profile. Where's our turn? Not here, but here. In our first profile, once we got the silage going big time, you just make money almost too fast to spend it, which is impressive for me because I can spend it pretty fast. And it's like I guess you want that to be more of a reward, or I do anyway. Careful, this is a big truck in a small yard. Well, I say that. Maybe this isn't that small a yard by farm standards. But it's still, I still want to be careful. Right, so we'll go right around here. Fantastic. Right about here, set the brake. Let's get these doors open. Right back here. So, yeah, I guess for that reason, that's what's got me thinking about Ellerbach is... Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, look at that, man. That is not a happy cow. So, Ellerbach, yeah. I like the idea of going to Ellerbach because we can struggle a little bit more, and I feel like on this map our struggles are sort of over. So we'll figure it out. And I'll get right back here. And I want to take our, if this thing holds 14, I would like to take our 14 biggest cows. I think that makes sense. I keep calling them cows. I know they're not technically cows. So let me see. Open animal dialogue. Yeah, I was curious if there were doors back there. So we want everything from the trailer into the shed. So we'll do this, right? Done. And then we'll open this again, and we want, yep, these are all 1.5 years old, over 700 kilos. So, just do this. Oh, that's perfect. I guess this is what we brought them down here with because we put 14 in, we're taking 14 out, and we still have 14. So, all right, fair enough. Brake is off. I'm going to pull forward just a bit. Brake is on. Let's get the door closed here. All right, like so. And then, how do we get out of here? Let's try this. So if we go in here, right, and then back here. How traumatic is it for an animal to be in a trailer? Do they mind that? Do they not care? Hard to say. All right, so we'll go right up here. And around and out. Beautiful. Turn this off. There we are. Fantastic. And then, okay, our MB track it's making progress. I was a bit frustrated earlier trying to cut those headlands in, and I figured, well, when I put it on a worker, then it'll, you know what I mean? It'll get to work, basically. It'll be more productive, and it seems like it's still struggling a little bit, but it is at least making some kind of progress. So there we go. And that'll have, I mean, we could plant winter canola. I was thinking of doing winter wheat in all 3 fields, but we could do wheat in one, canola in another. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But what we'll make from a year worth of arable crops it really is almost a trivial amount. Like 3 wheat fields would give us the same as triticale. It's the same price, so we'd make 50 grand. We'll make 10 times that, possibly like 12 times, 15 times that from silage. And so what that points to for me is, wouldn't it make more sense to just have everything as silage? And there's a couple reasons why not. One reason is I think it'd be kind of boring. I mean, it's already getting to be a bit cumbersome to handle that big grass field up north. And also, I don't know, is that realistic? I guess there are some farmers that just do grass, right? But I don't know. I'd rather mix it up a little bit. And I guess the big challenge then, if you wanted one, and in fact we can do this because we don't really have a silage operation on Greenwich, and if we move toward Ellerbach, we don't have to have a silage operation there either. But I guess the big challenge then would be, if silage is the way to bail yourself out financially on any farm sim map, just don't do silage, right? Don't do that kind of grass work, and see how long it takes to get out of debt with just arable crops or just animals or whatever. So that's a possibility as well. You know, we can add a challenge for ourselves. I know, I said earlier, and I'll say again, just a couple episodes ago, I was bemoaning the possibility that we would never be able to make money on this map, and now I'm saying we're making money so fast that it's too easy, and I'm looking to switch things up a little bit. Well, both of those things can be true, I suppose. I was concerned, but I feel like we've moved out of that need to be concerned. So we'll try to split the difference. We'll try to, you know what I mean? We'll try to make it fun. We'll try to keep it fair, and we'll try to make videos that are interesting to watch. Carefully. I know, I'm like way off in the grass, but if I was any more to the right, we'd be scraping this trailer on the fence. So yeah, that's about all that's going on. You know, as I was playing Ellerbach, oh, there goes my voice. Hang on, let me get this thing into the store, and I'm going to have a sip of coffee. And I need to call the council and let them know I knocked their sign down again. All right, so we go right in here, carefully. Oh, all right, like so. And I believe, yeah, because I've done it a couple times already, I believe I can flip this thing around. Right like that. There we are. Back this up. Right there. Set the brake. Animal dialogue. And we're going to sell everything that's in here. I think we just about, yeah, we just about doubled our money. I'll have to check on the replay, but I think we had 30,000 when I think we spent 30,000 and we just made 60,000. So less the cost of leasing, which was like 5,000 for the truck and 1,000 for the trailer. Yeah, we did all right. We did okay. How are we doing on time? 15 minutes. Perfect. So we're going to head over to our maize fields now. And I've got a leased forage harvester over there. We own that big 56,000 liter trailer. And we've got that hooked up to our Claas 800. And then I leased a Jaguar. So I think we're going to be okay in terms of getting everything done today that I wanted to get done. And I do, when I'm working off camera, I turn traffic off because I've got vehicles going back and forth from one farm to another via courseplay, and traffic just, I feel like it almost every time ends up with a gridlock, and then I need to tab in and manually fix that. Not a big deal, but that's why the traffic is always off. I almost always have it off when I'm working off camera, and then I leave it off when we end up recording. Well, I say I leave it off. What I mean is I forget to turn it back on, but same thing. So, right, yeah, sheep are doing okay. Oh, sheep, I forgot to mention this, or maybe I did mention this. Wow, this thing feels really wobbly today. I'm having a hard time keeping it centered. So I've been selling sheep every spring, and I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to let the capacity of our sheep pasture max out and see what happens. I think what may happen is we're just going to end up with a lot of mature sheep, and I think that they will make a lot more wool, obviously, than lambs and yearlings. So I think that's what happens is when it reaches capacity, they just stop reproducing. And at that point, they're going to make more wool. So that could be the way to do it. And we've been selling like 40 to 60,000 euro of sheep every spring. And I'm curious if we can exceed that number by having 250 mature sheep making wool. Does that make sense? I think I said it right. Possible I didn't. But yeah, you see what I'm after. And I also remember we had that little clump of silage back in the corner of one of our pits. I think I got everything using the terrain tools. I think I got everything sorted out so that we will not have that problem next time. However, I'm going to use the 3 pits on the other side this time. I don't know why, these right over here, I just sort of prefer them. And that being the case, let's not park this truck in the way. Put it back here. Out of the way. All right. Right over here. Beautiful. So, turn that off. We'll set the brake. Let's hop out here. We'll get in our rented forage harvester. Which of these fields do you want to do first? I suppose let's just start with field 11. So, brake is off. Let's lift this thing up and figure out a good place to start. Where's the edge of the field? Looks like there's an edge. There's an edge right here. We would be going the wrong way. Went the other way. Yeah. I guess with a forage harvester, it's less important. The pipe can go to either side. Let's just do this. We'll go down here and start clockwise, just to keep things consistent and simple. And let's get our pipe out. Like so. Man, I really hope this corn harvests. I know in 17 and I believe in 19 base game. So, set the brake, we'll leave that running. You can't harvest green crops. I think you could in 15. Yeah, I seem to remember harvesting whole crop when it was green, but I don't know how it worked out in 17 and 19 where harvestable is harvestable for everything, not just for a crop, but for silage as well. it's got to be in that harvestable state, right? The golden state. Not golden state. The golden state. So it's nice to see that they've adjusted that, because I think it looks a lot more realistic to be harvesting maize for silage when it's green. At least every real farm video that I've ever seen where they're harvesting maize, it's always that deep, deep green. It hasn't gone to golden yet. Right, so we're going to put this on follow me. And then we are good to go. How are we doing on time? 20 minutes, that's perfect. Let's get this thing full once or twice. And we'll go from there. Right, so the pipe already sees it. So now we need to say follow me. We're going to take it up a little bit. And we're going to take it out a little bit. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so that's good. We're not... Yeah, I don't think this thing will drop the pickup and try to function as a forage harvester. I think you have to do that with follow me. I think you have to do that manually. You know what I mean? You gotta turn it on and make it want to happen. It's not like horseplay. I'm hoping they swing out to the side. Now the pipe will get it in there from here, but it's not super realistic. A little too far away. Right. Turn that on. 10 meter. 3 meter left offset. Yep. Here we go. And ain't nothing coming out the pipe. Oh, there it is. Okay. This seems, something seems wrong. Something seems not okay. Let's see if we need to move this guy up a little bit more. But this is not... There we go. Now, is that too close? Let's have him offset just a bit more. There we go. And I know... all right. Do we have... we don't have a power pole. We got a tree, but I think that's going to be okay. Right. So now, brake is off. Here we go. That's better. All right. I was deeply concerned there for a minute because I had heard you can definitely harvest green crops. Okay. So it's all working out. That's a little tight. Hang on. Let's... we're going to keep messing with this till we get it just right. Go around back here. All right. And we want this now a little bit more out and a little bit more up. Beautiful. Back around here. Carefully. And then right up in here. Breaks off. Here we go. Yeah, that's awfully tight, but it will work. Okay. And that thing is filling up pretty quick, I have to say. I mean, we haven't even got to a length yet. We're just doing our first width. And it already seems like there's some good volume in there. So, okay, this could work. Lift that. I'm going to back up. Hopefully our driver doesn't freak out, sir. Nope. All right. It's okay. We get a little room here. And set the brake. I'm going to lift this. Come over here. Oh, my goodness. Denzel. You disappoint me, son. Follow me is off. So we're going to need to back up. All right. Like so. And up here. And the thing about follow me, I don't know if you know this, even if you want to be following on the side, as we do right now, you have to sort of be behind when you Yeah, see, we're not far enough behind. Okay, so we're going to set the brake. Farm sim. Brake is off. Drop the header. Move up a little bit. Lift the header. Set the brake. Simple, right? Back here. Brake is off. Back up a little bit. Now it's going to work. I hope. Yeah, there we go. Blocked by an object. Yeah, me. I'm the object. All right, so we go here. Brake is off. Header is down. Not moving. All right. All right. So over here. Like so. Follow. Blocked by an object. Still. Okay. I don't know where it wants to be to... Yeah, it's just continuing to say it's blocked by an object. Let's try this. Well, no, I can't put it on a worker at all to even change its course. Oh, my goodness. Game. Why you gotta be so Monday at me? So let's get way up here. I know we're wasting a little bit of corn, but nothing to be done about it. That up. I'm not sure what it is that it is blocked by. Or what it thinks it's blocked by, but something. Right. This is extremely frustrating because I can't turn follow me on long enough to change the settings. Control F. Yeah, it's not, this just isn't going to work. I mean, if we come up here, yeah. Move closer to the vehicle while staying behind it. Well, we can't. Neither of those things will work. So I mean, if we go right there, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is to this. We can't get it to function on follow me enough to. Yeah, there we go. Change our course. So now if we back this way off. This is so tedious. Oh my goodness. If we back this way off and put this back where it was, right? Then we take it off follow me, back up. Do you play the farm sim? Do you know the feeling I'm feeling right now? It's fantastic. I love it. So we go here. Right? We say we're back on follow me. Now it will take it. Now we move it out to the side, 5 meters, and we move it up front, positive 10 meters. And everything is beautiful until we get to the end of this length and have to do all of this again because there's a little house up there. But once we get the headland in, we're on time. 29 minutes. Oh, game. Right. Header is down. And I need just a little room, Denzel. My man. This is just madness. So okay, and now it's going there. All right. I've never had these kinds of problems with follow me. That have been this persistent. I mean, I've struggled with it in the past, but not like this. I mean, I guess we're going to have to be behind a little bit because it just wants to like pull in front of its own leader. Oh, right. Back into the forage harvester. Header's down. Brake is off. Here we go. Give them a minute to get caught up. All right, is this it? Is this our magic moment? Man, we are just wasting so much corn right now. No, it's not getting close enough to see the pipe. Okay. So then we go... Yeah. Cut. All right. We go back over here. I'm not giving up. How about right there? Right there? Is that going to work for you? And then back over here. All right. Right in there. Slow this down. See? Easy. Piece of cake. I think I may... Yeah, let's just go till this thing is full. And that's going to be beyond the end of this field. We're going to go from this field into the next field. We'll lift to go over that little grass verge. But I'm not messing with that setup, right? Now that we've got it at least going into the trailer, let's not mess with it. Oi. All right. That's interesting that when you're trying to position it sort of in front of the leader, it freaks out like that. I don't recall that happening in the past. So that could be a 19 thing. It could just be, follow me is, it is done, it is full release, or it is a work in progress. I don't know. I don't know if this follow me is beta or if it's good to go. But it's, whew. It's fighting me today. Right, here's our little grass verge. We'll lift to go over this. Right, like so. And then we'll just drop down and continue in this next field. Beautiful. Right, and this thing, I'm hoping it's full before we get to our little shed up here. I believe it will be. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Either way, it's getting emptied because I'm not going through that again. Now that we've found something that at least works, right? It's not perfect. It's visually, realistically, it's not perfect, but it's functioning. That's my main goal. I got to check in on the MB track too. As soon as I'm done recording, I'm going to tab into the MB track and see how they're doing. All right. Progress. And I can't believe how much corn we lost from... it either didn't germinate or we lost some to... No, we didn't lose any to weeds, but then we lost some to drought, perhaps. Yeah, it was... I mean, it was... The corn was germinated, the maize was germinated, and it was growing, and then it just went away. So I think that would have to be drought. It wasn't weeds, it didn't hail. So the only thing left... Come on, man. Get up there. It's just far enough behind that it's not catching the pipe, and I really feel like we're wasting a lot of crop. But what can you do? Now, Courseplay used to have, and in fact, where are we at on time? 34 minutes. I hate to go too long on you. Let's do this. I think, just get the end of the rope. Oh, okay. So, set the brake on this. Let's get this emptied, and then I want to come back and see if Courseplay has the forage harvester feature yet. It used to, and then for a while it has not. So let's see if it's been added back in. And essentially what that lets you do is have a forage harvester working the field under Courseplay, and then you drive the trailer. So you can drive next to it, behind it, left side, right side, anything you want. And I feel like we're better as people at figuring that out than Courseplay is, but Courseplay can do the part where it just cuts in a couple headlands and then starts making lengths. So if that's been added back in, that would be super. I'll take a look after we get this emptied. Right around here. Trying to stay out of the middle part of our grass field. Oh, man. You know Frustration Simulator. You know what it's like. I think everybody's been there with this game. And the more you try to make it do, I don't want to say the more it fights you, but the more likely it is that things are just going to go totally tits up on you. But I think we as gamers with mods, we've pushed this game well beyond anything that it was ever intended to do, so it should be no surprise that sometimes it misbehaves. All right, we get turn around here. And right back in here. Beautiful. Let's like so. There you are. Now, if that feature has been added in Courseplay, I guess I could have checked that before I started recording. Nah, that would make too much sense. If it has been added, maybe next episode we'll sort of pick up from here and we'll try a little bit the other way with Courseplay driving the forage harvester and us driving the cart. But I don't know. I didn't see anything in the notes. Every time I go to GitHub to download the new Courseplay, I take a look at the notes, and I didn't see anything indicating that forage harvester functionality had been added. So we'll take a peek, and we'll call it. Regardless, we'll call it, but let's at least see if it's been added back in. Right. I guess we can... let's just back this thing up to have it on the other side of the shed. So as we continue on our headland, right, this thing will now be where it needs to be. Only thing I'm worried about is the pipe hitting that shed, because it'll try to swing over as soon as it sees this thing. Right, put that in gear, set the brake. How about there? What's the quickest way to get to this thing? There's a fence there, so we'll run through our corn. And right around here. And up into here. Okay. So. Now this does say field work. But if we hop in, close this. It does say field work, but it doesn't say harvesting. I feel like harvesters have a different methodology in Courseplay than field work. So if we go here, if we want to cart, combine empty, is it seeing that? It is seeing it. Okay. But I think this is the opposite of what we want. I think what we're looking at right now is this thing would service the combine harvester, but I don't know if the combine harvester could function independently on Courseplay. You know what? Let's do that next episode. Let's try to make that happen next episode. I'll finish up with the MB track. And yeah, because I do enjoy Courseplay. So let's I enjoy it. Yeah, I enjoy it when I don't want to smash my gaming rig because I'm so frustrated with it. But other than that, I enjoy it. Oh, game. Right. Let's turn that off. Let's call it, folks. Thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 19. This is Geiselsberg with Seasons, and we'll see you next time. Take care now.